Open your newspaper any day of the week and you will find a report from somewhere in the world of someone being imprisoned, tortured or executed because his opinions or religion are unacceptable to his government. There are several million such people in prison, by no means all of them behind the iron and bamboo curtains, and their numbers are growing. The newspaper reader feels a sickening sense of impotence. Yet if these feelings of disgust all over the world could be united into common action, something effective could be done. In many ways, these words are as true now as they were then. The basement room overflowed with material, and upstairs we continued to receive letters from all over the world, letters of support and encouragement. I was spurred into that by reading an article about how two Spanish-Portuguese students had been arrested and sentenced to imprisonment for drinking a toast to liberty in a Lisbon restaurant. That so outraged me at the time that I walked up the steps of St. Martin's in the Fields Church out of the underground and went in to see what could really be done effectively to mobilize world opinion. I'm reminded of the words of a 16th century man sentenced to death by burning. Be of good comfort. We have today lit such a candle as shall never be put out. It was on the 19th of November 1960. I was sitting on the tube reading a newspaper, the Daily Telegraph, and one particular paragraph caught my attention. It related how two Portuguese students had been sentenced to terms of imprisonment for no other offence than having drunk a toast to liberty in a restaurant in Lisbon. This was during the dark days of the Salazar regime. Put it bluntly, I was outraged. I got out at Trafalgar Square station and felt like marching down to the Portuguese embassy to make an immediate personal protest. But I thought, well, what was the use of all that? It might have eased my own conscience slightly, but the effect would have been very negligible. I decided instead to walk straight into the Church of St. Martin's in the Fields and work out a practical way of confronting the situation. Somehow, a way had to be found to deluge that regime with protests.
Je voudrais vous prier d'utiliser votre
sentence in your country in express cases because as Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
Amnesty, good morning. Oh yes, you want to speak to Mike McClintock?
Et je voudrais vous prier d'utiliser votre influence.
Porque nos hemos enterado de que 62 personas han sido condenadas
Are under death sentence in your country, the death penalty in all cases because as Universal Declaration of Human Rights stated, no one
The organization's strength has always been that it has been united around a precise and limited set of objectives. In order to be effective, it was essential that the appeal for amnesty should be international and include all languages and cultures, including Jews and Muslims and Buddhists and Hindus. But the principles behind Amnesty's response to human rights violations are the same wherever they occur. Impartiality, accuracy and independence. And Amnesty International remains unique in its structure and its working methods. The letter-writing campaign on behalf of individual prisoners of conscience is at the heart of a local Amnesty International group's work. These non-professionals have done more than any professional organization could ever have hoped. The volunteer membership also raises the money needed to maintain the organization's extensive research and publications program. And the international campaign to create public awareness and exert pressures on those governments which continue to violate human rights.
I call upon you, Thomas Hammarberg, to come to the rostrum and receive, on behalf of Amnesty International, the diploma and the gold medal of the Nobel Peace Prize for 1977.
I have the honor to present to Amnesty International the 1978 United Nations Human Rights Prize.
We repeat again and again, we reiterate that the release of political prisoners is the most important thing for all those who truly wish to bring about change in Burma.
They are animals. Whatever goes wrong, comes wrong.
Women and sexual exploitation
that prevail in many regions of the world. There is no unique model of human rights implementation that can be superimposed on a given country. What we should strive for, then, is not the imposition of one view on another, but universal acceptance of agreed norms through dialogue and restoration.
V zásadě si myslím, že je to na každém z nás a ti, kteří se vymlouvají na to, že jedinec nic nezmůže, v podstatě se uchylují jenom k výmluvám.
May I take it that the Assembly wishes to adopt the Convention against torture and other cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment? It is so decided.
No more excuse. No more excuse. Now is the real victory. This is a historic moment. We waited 25 years for this decision. And what we say before, we always have faith in the decision of justice. I mean, what we want to in this new century, when this new century began, is to finish and don't have any more genocide and dictatorship around the world who can persecute people, disappear people, torture it. And I think today is the beginning.
I want you to know that we at the United Nations are grateful for the work which you are doing with such dedication and skill. The world owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts.
Thank you, Madam President.
Je vous remercie beaucoup. Je vais demander aux parlementaires des charges. La Chambre détermine s'il existe des preuves activement à des hostilités. L'accusation...
Do we need the death penalty? Do we want the death penalty? Do we want the death penalty?
1, 2, 3, 4, state killing no more.
No.
No, il faut enlever ça.
It's a very good method.